There, my name's Tina Spalding and I'm a trance channel. I am making a video today about Paris and what has happened there. So I'm going to ask Ananda to bring through some information that will help us understand the situation and how to deal with the aftermath with the media and feelings, these sorts of things. So I'm going to tune into Ananda. They are my guides and teachers. I'll take one breath and they will come through and share their wisdom with us on this tragic day. So I'll see you at the end of the session. We're with you again, dear ones. You are all feeling what you are feeling because of ideas in your mind. You believe, as you observe these what seem to be outside events, you are believe in your trained and projecting mind. You believe that these outside events are causing your feelings. Well, what is actually happening is that the feelings that you are having are arising from within your own consciousness. The events as you observe them are, we will say, meaningless in the sense that there is no value assigned to them other than the value that you are assigning to them. This is a non-dualistic point of view. It is not a dualistic point of view. So we are going to explain that a little bit. A dualistic thought system says that there is evil and good, good and bad, light and dark, that there is the outside and the inside, objective and subjective reality. Non-dualistic teachings teach that the entire system is one and that it is arising from within a collective mind, and you are merely an aspect of the collective mind, but you are interpreting it through your conditioning and through your belief system. So your belief system is at play here, and it is arising in the form of emotion based on the information that you are allowing into your consciousness. So this is not as simple as it seems. A bad thing has happened and I am sad is the way you look at this. Well, something happened and you are interpreting it through your own guidance and filtration system, your perceptual reality. So when you believe in death and you believe that you are the body, then beings being killed, their lives coming to an abrupt end, is very distressing for you because it feels final, it feels terrifying because you believe that you are a body and that this can happen to you too, because it comes out of nowhere. There is no predictability to these events. Those beings that went into those locations yesterday did not know in their regular consciousness that this was going to happen. But we want you to know that they knew it was going to happen. These beings have, in their pre-incarnational organization, come up with a time and a place for them to leave the planet, and this was their time and place. They chose to leave in a dramatic form because a message needs to be brought to your world, and they knew that if they left in a group and they left in this way, that you would pay attention. You are very busy beings, you are very unconscious beings most of the time, and this kind of event will make you look up from your unconsciousness. So this is a gift from these beings to you, and it is a gift showing you that violence is not the way. It is a gift showing you that love is the solution. It is a gift showing you that all of your restrictions and security measures and your wars and your bombings and your territoriality and imperialism do not work. The beings that precipitated this disaster, the ones that look to be the bad guys, they are suffering too. They have been suffering long and hard. And sometimes beings that are desperate, sometimes beings who have been the victim of attack and trained in attack for years and years will use those very systems to get back at those who have been attacking them. Now, you say that these beings that have died are innocent. Well, there is a collective consciousness acting out here. And as far as some of these extremists go, the West is not innocent. It is fully participating in warmongering, and it is fully participating in attacking and using the resources and the politics and the anger that is found in the Middle East as a way of making money, a way of wielding power, a way of influencing in the ways that it chooses to influence. So this is a much more complex program than you believe it to be. But we want you to know that this is Spirit's way of speaking to you. These mass shootings, these what you consider to be negative events, are one of the ways that Spirit will bring to mind the unloving nature of the world in which you live, the fearful nature of the world in which you live, and the solution to the problems of the world in which you live. There is only one problem, and it is a lack of love. It is a disconnection from that which you are, which is a loving, beautiful, creative, divine aspect of God mind. And the beings that are victims and the beings that are perpetrators are both playing out the ego's trip of separation. Together, there is reunification. And in this observation today, we want you to understand that the only way to solve this problem is to add love to the mix. There is separation playing out here. It is the nature of this place. The separated consciousness is being magnified and used in your society, and the fears that can be generated allow further separation, more attack, and more fear to be generated. So we want you to bring wisdom to this situation. We want you to pray for your enemies. We want you not only to pray for the victims, but we want you to pray for the perpetrators. Why? Because they are in a lot of pain too. They are separated from love, and they need your love as much as the victims. This is what Jesus taught in his incarnation. Pray for your enemies. How do you do that? You go inside and you understand that there are no bad guys out there. There are only separated aspects of God mind playing out an egoic story of attack, guilt, fear, and death. And it is only in you turning towards the light. It is only in you reunifying your mind through the practice of forgiveness and loving kindness that you are going to solve this problem. It will never be solved out in the world, because the behavior of beings out in the world is determined by their minds, and the collective behavior of the world is determined by the combination of all the apparently separated sons and daughters of God. So do your inner work and your forgiveness work with this event. Know that it is only the separated egoic consciousness playing out its endless script of suffering and violence, and that if you attack and judge the situation and believe in it, then you are adding to separation. You must look at it and say, this is not the truth. I am turning towards love, and that is my statement. That is my honoring of these victims and these perpetrators, for they are the same. They are both separated from love in this egoic game that is playing out on your plane at this time. We would also advise you to caution in terms of watching too much news. They are feeding the fear, they are feeding the separation, and trust us, there is an agenda to the messages on those television screens, and it is not one of love. It is one of continuing cultivation of fear and judgment, and you will suffer if you go into that belief structure. So turn your televisions off and begin to pray not only for the victims but for the perpetrators, and understand that that is love. There is only one thing to be done here, and that is to add love to the mix. So we encourage you from this side to do that and to understand that there are many great minds on this side, highly evolved beings working with your planet at this time to bring forth a change of mind. So be the change that you want to see in the world and add love to the mix. We are Ananda. We are your friends, your fellow travelers and teachers on this wonderful, wonderful journey that you are on. And we will speak to you again soon. Okay, not too much to say after that. Thanks, subscribers, for tuning in regularly, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.